Hey, welcome to Astar's Place. I am so excited, like I can't even find the words to aptly describe how excited I really am. But the garden studio is finally finished and now I can get on and do the things that I like to do, and that's paint finishing. In fact, I like painting just as much as I like doing flowers. Now, once you've finished, it's all finished and you're ready to go, before you can do any painting, there are a few things that you have to attend to. And it's just like, you know, putting your own makeup on. If you want it to look really good and stick and stay all day, there's a few things that you've got to do. Now, lots of us don't have, because we don't have pock marks, this building here does, so these here have to be filled in first. Now, easy. You can get this great stuff here, and it's called Perma Filler, and it's a ready mix filler, all ready to go, and it dries quickly, easy to sand, and it's really easy to put on. There's two ways that you can put it on. You can either put it on with your finger, which is actually the way that I like to do it, which means that you just get a little bit on your finger like that and just rub it across like that and make sure it's gone well in. Or, you know, the real blokes, the good painting blokes, what they do is they use one of these spatulas and they rub that across there like that. But you see, I don't like that way of doing it. You see, you have to do it like this, but you see, it just spreads too far. See, and then I still missed it. Whereas, look, with my finger, like had fingers before I had those, but you just put it on like that, and then what you can do is get the other scraper and then just scrape up like that. Look how easy that was. Who said that fingers weren't a gift? Okay, so once that's been done, you need to let it dry. Once it is dry, and for most of the things that I do, I like to let it dry for at least 12 to 24 hours. The longer the better, to make sure it has been cured. Right, from there, the next thing is to sand all of those little bits there that you have filled in. And I've got a bit down here, and it's just a matter of getting this here and just giving it a brush across. Now, if you're doing really big areas, this is vital. This is a mask. If you haven't got one of these on hand, there's nothing better than one of these. It will just protect your lungs. Right, so once that's all done and it's all dried off, as I said, it's going to take it, I leave it a couple of days. Once that's done, it's now on to doing the undercoat. Now, I would love to have stained this, but there are quite a few marks. With the stain, which we'll get to in due course, any painted surface like that, you cannot use the stain on it. So I'm going to use a water-based primer or undercoat, and then I'm going to put, once that's dry, I'm going to put 2 coats of top coat on. Now, little tip, if you are using a water-based acrylic or enamel, you can get acrylic water-based paints now, which are great, but there's 2 types of paint. There's the acrylic and there's enamel. Enamel is an oil-based, acrylic is a water-based. If you are using a water-based top coat, you can put on top of that an enamel, but it can't go the other way around. So water-based, that's acrylics to acrylics work well. Acrylic undercoat to an enamel will work, but you cannot put an enamel underneath and then put an acrylic. It's like oil and water, they will not mix. So once you have done that, get your waterborne acrylic undercoat. Everything needs to be undercoated. And what I need to tell you about the undercoat is, it's like with anything. If you're painting your nails and you put a base coat on, then the nail polish will last much longer. If you put a primer on your face before you put the foundation on, it will stay much longer. Okay, so from there, the next thing is, I'll just open this, bring this up to here. Make sure you give it a good shake before you start. And I'll just use my scissors here and open that. And there's 2 ways that you can apply this. You can either roll it on, or you can put it on with a brush. I actually like to put it on with a brush, and it's just a matter of going to the top there and very quietly just cutting in. You could cut in with your brush first, and then over the top of that, then once you've done that, you could use a roller, but you know, I quite like the old paintbrush, and it would be best if you put this into a smaller container, and it's just a matter of going right down the sides like so. And I need to tell you that when you're putting it on, make sure that you crisscross it across, and what happens is that forms like a nice little mesh base so that the paint can stick onto that. So put it on and then spread it out with your crisscross, and then once that's all done and it's dry, and I would leave it for 12 to 24 hours again. The longer you let it cure, the better it is, and then that's ready for top coating. How easy is painting? Don't you just love it? I hope I've been of assistance. I'll see you again.